Welcome, everyone, to Deutsch L. Perry Stadium, home of the Bowling Green Falcons, where the fans have been prepping and fired up since early in the day for this one. And the Bulls will kick it away to start. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Falcons offense takes the field to start this game off. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Falcons will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5. So Buffalo's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throw down.
The Bulls in the hurry up. Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Siegel. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And the Falcons pick up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down moment.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. The give to Davis. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. The Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a man, it's Seagal. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got him downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Got his man down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Bulls are on the move. To the air on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The give out of the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
He wants to pass it on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down here for the offense.
Let's go.
Looking to throw at Siegel. Back open in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. The aerial assault continues. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
To the ground, he's got it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They'll ride Davis here. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Trying play action. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Buffalo. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And they got him for the sack.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
He tries to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ballgame.
Dropping back, it's Seagal. Quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. After the first down completion, it's second and short. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He makes the connection. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. New set of downs after that completion. To throw, it's Siegel. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
They'll immediately call timeout.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And the Bulls will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Trying to find his man on first down. He's taking the shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Gonna take a shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today.
The Falcons will boot it away to start the second half. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Extending the play. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The give on the inside. At the 35, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Bettis. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. When you face a blitz on 3rd and 1, there's a chance for a big play, but they didn't get rid of the football.
No, and you blitz because you're thinking, I got to stop the run. I got to make sure they don't get 1 yard. And the offense tries to sneak it in there, be a little bit tricky. The defense has none of it and gets a huge stop on 3rd down.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The give to the back. The Falcons will keep this drive going.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires on the move. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, BG. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And the extra point splits the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Wants to throw. It's Seagal. Finds his man down the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Snagged on the outside. It's Sanders. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And it'll be caught on the right sideline, but the officials saying he was... Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Dropping back, it's Siegel. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Handoff, keep working on that clock.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. To the air, it's Seagal. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Brings it in down the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They keep attacking through the air. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights.
Nice job making that field goal. You're down in possession here late in the game. You've got 2 timeouts in your back pocket. Do you trust your defense to be able to go out, get a stop, and get you the football back for one final shot? We're going to see.
Has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And the Falcons just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. The give to Davis. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team when you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum.